So a few weeks ago, I bought one of the most expensive games on PlayStation 2 from CEX. It is Michigan Report from Hell. As you can see, it is a rather expensive game. Now, technically, I didn't pay $525, I paid $400. But the point is that £400 is still a very expensive PlayStation 2 game. Now, I believe this is a fake box. I do not believe that this is the original box for Michigan Report from Hell. I believe that the disc is real, but I believe that the rest of it has been Frankenstein together so that the original dude who must have sold it to a CEX in the first place was trying to get a with manual boxed price from them. Let me show you. So first of all, the thing that was the red flag that is like, that's strange. Check out the age rating, right? Peggy in the corner. And this is just a copy on eBay that I believe is legit, right? If I flip it over, that isn't Peggy. I do not believe that this back cover is the correct cover that would go with this front based on that age rating. For example, if we look at this copy on eBay, that is what it should look like on the back. Yeah, it should match the front, but it doesn't. Instead, I've got the red UK PAL 18, which if I go and find a copy of that on eBay, hang on. So we've got this one. This has got the red 18, and on the back has got the red 18 as well. I believe they've completely mixed it up. This, I do not believe is the original. And then, like I said, the manual is in Spanish, Italian, I'm not sure, but not English. I believe that the disc is real. So what I think has happened is that at some point along the way, a dude had a disc for Michigan Report from Hell, which in and of itself is worth some money, but obviously is worth less than a complete unboxed version. So he's made himself his own manual, or found one on the internet. Then he's made himself a box and made a mistake with the front cover not matching the back cover in terms of the age ratings. Taken it to CEX to attempt to get this trade-in price. Well, obviously, this is what they sell it for, but the trade-in price equivalent. And then they've gone, oh, hang on, no, we can't give you that because the manual isn't in English, but we'll give you the no manual price. And he's gone, yeah, whatever, because he's still making money that way. So that would explain that. Now, obviously, the reason that the sticker says with a manual is because I got that printed for the sake of TikTok videos. Ignore the sticker. I paid $400, not $525. Now then, CEX does have one other copy of Michigan Report from Hell without a manual in their database. So I'm going to take this to Stafford, and they'll agree with me. I am right. I know I'm right. It's not up for debate, and they need to do something. I don't expect them to refund me because they're not going to want to do that. At best, they might give it me back on a voucher, which would also kind of be okay with me because I could use it on something else at some point. But what I would prefer, because I do want to own this game, is I would prefer them to source me the other copy that is in CEX's ecosystem to see how that one stacks up and see if that is a better fit and give me that one. I think it's in Doncaster. I don't know, it's going to be some work for them, see it that way. But, interestingly enough, I had tried to make this video in a slightly different way. Yesterday, there was a very expensive eBay bid going for the UK PAL version of Michigan Report from Hell with the red front circle and back, and it was real and stuff. The bid was going for like £400 at one point for like 5 minutes before the end, and I was like, I'm going to jump in. I'm willing to pay up to like 510, something like that. So I put my bid in at 510 within like 2 seconds left to go. Hit bid. I still lost because someone else put in at 640 or something like that. It ended up going for, which was a little bit more than I want to pay for it because that's more than I paid for anything ever. Kuon was 620, and that'll do. That's a game I actually do care a bit about, whereas this is just for the sake of owning it. So yeah, we're going to go to CEX and we're going to see what we can do. And obviously have a look around, see if there's anything to buy while I'm there. All right, let's head off into town on this rather warm day and see what CEX will do, shall we? All right, in we go. Something very interesting that I keep seeing in the window is this God of War Collector's Edition with the Steelbook. I want the Steelbook, I don't really care about the statue. All right then, Cayle from the future here. I'm recording this on the 23rd of May. I think the rest of this video was filmed on the 20th of May. So I know what's happened. It's interesting is in between recording the majority of this video and recording the voiceover for this clip in particular, the video of me buying Michigan Report from Hell went up, I think, on the 21st, I want to say. So I think it's quite cool that by the 21st, by the day the video went up on YouTube, I'd already returned it, already got my refund, and already dealt with everything that needs to be dealt with.
We're always further ahead. Always. I found the groove, right? Before, last year, when I was filming every day, uploading the video that I filmed that day on the day, that was too much to keep on top of. But now, managing the 4 to 8 different TikTok accounts, the Instagram account, and the YouTube account, I think I found my groove. Everything seems to be working. I think this video, if I had to guess off the top of my head from sitting here recording it on the 23rd, if I had to guess when it's going up, I think it's going up on about either the 3rd of June or the 6th, I think. Depends how many days are in May, I guess. But yeah, so an interesting one, because obviously I'm from the future and can tell you this. I asked, there is another Michigan Report from Hell in stock at CEX, in technically the same condition as the one sold to me, in terms of it not having a manual being £400. And I told them, yeah, you can send me that one instead, because I still want the bloody game. Like, I'm not really after my money back. I want the game. The game was already paid for itself. The videos on TikTok already paid for the game. So at this point, the fact that I've returned it, got my money back from the game, as well as made the money on TikTok from the game, is just a bonus. But like, the point is that I wanted the bloody game. I'm a collector. So I told them to send me the game, but they didn't. And I got a notification the following day, because like I said, it's been a couple of days, saying that I've been refunded instead. And I'd love to know why. I'm very interested in what the one in Doncaster is like that they didn't send it to me as well. I have heard rumour for a very long time, for literally over a year, about this copy of Michigan Report from Hell that I've had in my hand that I've returned. And I'm hoping that because I've returned it to Stafford, because they know it's, fake, and because I've now done videos on this game quite a bit, especially over on TikTok, where they get a lot more views. For example, the video of me buying the game on TikTok did 1.2 million views, and the video of me saying, guys, they've sold me a fake game, has done nearly 500,000 views. I would imagine that fake copy should not make its way back into circulation. And if it does, I'll buy it again and do it again. We'll see how many times I've got to do this.
I would say that went pretty successfully. There was no argument as to whether or not it was real. They just showed them, told them my reasons. They looked and went, yep, agreed. So they're trying to swap it for that other one that is in Doncaster, so that's going to come to my house at some point, so stay tuned for an update video there. I bought a handful more PS2 games because, well, I'll show you when I get in. The other day I rearranged the shelves so that new things can go on, like without needing to just be put on the floor. I basically future-proofed myself for quite a long time, so lots more collecting videos to come. So I'm now buying stuff that I probably wouldn't have done before because I didn't have the space, but now I will because I think it's cool. See what I mean? Somebody asked me how many of the 4,500 PS2 games that there are do I own. The answer to that is I think about 170. So I don't have any intention on getting them all because that'd be ridiculous and I don't have the space. But I'll get the ones that I think look cool or have some sort of meaning to me in some way or shape or form. But now I'm walking back to the car and I need some food because I'm starving. Then we'll go see the dog.
Hello? Hello, little rooster. You slapping your tail? Are you slapping your tail? Hello. Hello. Look at your massive ears. I swear they grow. You look like Dobby. Little silly sausage.
Do you know where? Oh, let me go show you the new addition to my tool set. So a year or so ago, maybe 2, I got the Masterbuilt 850, I think it is, smoker. But sometimes when you want to cook some meat and it not take a while and not have to use a full chimney of charcoal and, just things to be quick, you might want a smaller one. So the other day I got this, the Master Touch, I think it's just called the Master Touch, the Weber Master Touch kettle. So now, 2 barbecues. Cayle cooks content coming soon, apparently. And we'll put the little sausage on the grill. Shiny. Okay then, let me show you guys what I got on today's CEX haul while Ruby sunbathes. Anyone that has a sausage dog knows that for some reason they're solar powered. Aren't you, Rubes? You're like the opposite to me. Anyway, so I got 3 PlayStation 2 games. Starting off with Castle Wolfenstein, Operation Resurrection. I presume that this is just Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and that is that game that I've heard so much about over the years. And then we got a Rubester, a little sausage. Next up, One of the best Power Rangers eras, the game for that, just because I think it looks cool and it was only £2, and like I've got lots and lots of space now, so I'm like, I might as well. Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Power Rangers Wild Force, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, Power Rangers SPD has to have been the greatest like lineup of Power Rangers that there ever was. And then like the mad thing is that SPD was set in the future, and that future is 2025. We are now officially there. And then finally I got the original Just Cause, which again, £2, so was worth a shout. But there's also a real decent chance that I also already have that one. I'm not entirely sure. I will find out when I go upstairs and have a look at my alphabetized stuff. But right now I'm cooking some food. And Ruby. Hello. Hello. You got stuff all over your face, love. Little sausage. I made friends with a badger last night. I went on a walk and this badger approached me. I'm pretty sure that your entire purpose in life instinctually is to go after badgers. You've got an easy life, Rubes. You don't know how good you've got it. You don't know how good you've got it. You're so warm. You're so toasty. Can I have a paw? Thanks. You're gonna fall off. You are like going to fall off.